I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, that there was a pause in the video and you had to start a new video. We are on page 243 and we're looking at our first problem. And I did one similar to like this to you, but this one we're going to notice it's a little bit different. So we have 2, 4, 8, and 16. And if you remember when I did mine, I looked at the multiplication chart to find these four numbers in order. So let's see if we can find those four numbers in order. So turning to the multiplication chart, we're looking for 2, 4, 8, 16. So I see a 2, I see a 2, 4, but then there's a 6. And then there's no more 2's. So I never see a 2, 4, 8, 16. That tells us that we can't use that same strategy. So let's look back here and see what other strategy we can come up with. Well, I know my numbers are getting larger. So what's happening to them? Let's think about this. How did the 2 go to a 4? Well, I could say maybe it was adding 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, but is that my rule? Does 4 plus 2 equal 8? No, 4 plus 2 equals 6. So that can't be my rule. So how else could 2 have turned into a 4? Could it have been 2 times 2 is 4? That's true. What about 4 times 2? And if we don't know our basic facts, we could check the table. What's 4 times 2 equal? Let's see. Let's use our table to help us and see what 4 times 2 equals. 4 times 2 does equal 8. Okay, so that part of the rule works. Okay, what does 8 times 2 equal? Does 8 times 2 equal 16? 8 times 2, here's my 8 and here's my 2, does equal 16. So it looks like our rule is times 2. Now, I know you haven't learned how to do double-digit multiplication yet, and that's okay. So I'm going to actually help you fill this in. So I'm going to tell you that 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 2 is 64. And 64 times 2 is 128. And I don't expect you to be able to do that. And you won't be expected to do that on a test either. So don't worry if you couldn't do that by yourself. That one was a really tricky one, and we're going to do some more together today because of that. Okay, let's look at our next one. Use the multiplication table to determine whether 4 times an even number always makes an even or an odd product. So they want us to do 4 times an even number, and they want us to know, is it going to be an even or odd product, which means answer. So let's check what's 4 times an even number. So let's come to our multiplication chart, and let's do our, I'm going to do 4 here so we can see it better on my chart. So 4, and I'm going to multiply it times an even number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 are my even numbers. So 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 10 is 40. And 4 times 12 is 48. Okay, so all of our products are even. So our answer would be there. All of our products became even when we multiplied that. Okay, normally I only do these two with you, but because this first one was tricky and there's some other tricky ones in your problems, I want to do a couple more with you. Okay, so we're going to turn this one, and we're going to do number 1 together here. So number 1 says 4, 8, 12, blank, blank, 24, 28. So sometimes we can find them on the chart and help us. So 4, 8, 12, blank, blank, 24, 28. So let's see if on our chart we find that. So 4, 8, 12, blank, blank, 24, 28. Okay, so let's look at our chart and see if we can find that. Okay, so 4, 8, 12, blank, blank. So look really hard on your chart and see if you see that. And I think I'm seeing it. Is anyone else seeing 4, 8, 12, blank, blank, 24, 28? Are you seeing it right here? 4, 8, 12, blank, blank, 24, 28. So I found it here. which means they're just adding 4 each time because it's in the 4 row. So 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 4 is 16, 16 plus 4 is 20, 20 plus 4 is 24, 24 plus 8 is, 24 plus 4 is 28. So our missing numbers were 16 and 20. So we can write that in. Our missing numbers are 16 and 20, and our rule was we're adding 4. So on that one, we were able to use the chart. Okay, I'm not going to do number 2 with you. You're going to need to do that one on your own, but let's turn the page because I want to do 2 more with you. So we're going to skip to number 2 on page 245. Okay, so this time we're looking for 5, 10, 20. So let's see if we can find these numbers in order. 5, 10, and 20. Okay, so let's look over here. And do you see a 5, 10, and a 20 anywhere? So I see a 5, a 10, and a 15. And I see a 5 and a 6. And that's all. So I never see a 5, 10, 20, which means I can't use this strategy. So let's come up with another strategy to use. Well, how did 5 turn into 10? 5 plus 5 is 10. But is 10 plus 5 20? No, 10 plus 5 is 15. So I know I can't do that. How else could 5 become 10? Could 5 times 2 be 10? Yes. What about 10 times 2 is 20? Ah, that's true. 2 10s would be 20. Now this one you might not know, but what's 20 times 2? What are 2 20s? If I had a 20 and another 20, I would have 40. And if I had 40 times 2, it's 40, and another 40 would give me 80. And again, I don't expect you to be able to do those on your own. That's why I'm doing those with you. Okay, I'm going to do one last one with you today because this one's a little weird. We're going to turn the page, and we're going to do number 4 together. So look what I see. I see 36, 32, 28. So this time my numbers are decreasing. They're getting smaller. So 36, 32, 28, 24, they're going down. But let's still see if we could use the chart to help us with this. 36, 32, 28, 24. So let's look at our chart and see if we see that. See if we see those numbers. We're looking for a 36, a 36. Oh, and I'm going to maybe use a different color to kind of show you. Do you see a 36, a 32, a 28? Okay, and we can flip back if we needed to see what those numbers were again. But we're looking for 36, 32, 28, 24. So I see one here, a 36, a 32, a 28, 24. So they're just going this way. They're going down, but they're still in order. So what are my next ones? 20 and 16. So they're still in order, they're just decreasing. So this time we're taking away 4 each time. And my next numbers were 20 and 16. And we needed one more, so it's 20, 16, and 12. So we could write those, 20, 16, and 12, and we were taking away 4 each time. Okay, so I just wanted to show you some different ones that you see. All right, you're going to be finishing the rest of the problems on your own. Have a great day.